Peace, peace, and progress. Welcome to Truth Tuesdays. I am Aneek, your host for today, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. It has been, it continues to be a glorious day. Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. The time is approximately 9:37 p.m. So thank you for being here. I have actually I'm using a different camera, so this video will look a little different from my other videos, which aren't very many. Thank you for your patience with me as I work through my changes and the development of the material I will use, the equipment I will use. I assure you things will get better and better and better. Better quality is the goal. So thank you again for being here. Truth Tuesdays is a podcast / talk show where I get to do one of my favorite things in the world, and that's to talk about life, to talk about religion, to talk about my experiences, my personal truth. I definitely know that things that I believe, things that I stand on, things that I have accepted as my reality aren't the norm. And that's okay. We all have the right and the freedom to believe what we choose. And I'm so grateful for that. Excuse me, I have cough drop in. So yeah, I'm so grateful for that we have the freedom to choose what to believe. It wasn't always this way. There are actually people who live on this planet Earth today who live in countries or societies that don't allow them the freedom to believe what they want to. Imagine that. Now, we here in the good old United States of America have some freedoms and some privileges that I'm definitely grateful for. Now, don't get me wrong. There has been an unbelievable effort made. Not only made, but accomplished. I mean, some truths have been set in stone for us. Some heavy stuff has been passed down to us as truth. These beliefs and ways of life are very, very, very popular and prevalent. People are very passionate about what they believe. People are willing to hurt other people for going against or speaking against what they believe. You know, they say not much has changed under the sun. And this is true. Because there was a time where people were tortured and even murdered because of what they believed, in effort to force them to change their beliefs. Religions and belief systems were forced on people. Yes, this is true. Why? Why? Why would a group of people torture and murder others to force a belief system on them? That in itself should be an indication that's pretty important stuff, heavy stuff, life-changing stuff. Those who have the power to decide what the masses think, what the masses believe, what the masses practice as truth are very, very powerful people indeed. Now, I don't want to give it too much more time. I'm trying to stay focused here and on task, not planning to this organic unfolding about this whole process. I am purposely not really pushing as much as probably some people think I should be, because again, I do know that those who are intended to be here will be here whenever it's time for them to be here. You know, a few of you are already here with me. Thank you to my small tribe. Thank you so much for coming, taking the time out of your day to come by and check me out and get caught up. I look forward to you being more expressive, to sharing more, commenting more, asking more questions, or sharing your truth again, because something I stand on firmly that I will always say is we are all teachers and students. So I'm also here to learn from you. I'm also here to be encouraged by your experience, which is why I look forward to more people jumping on, having a live dialogue, or even having a dialogue later down in the comment section. I appreciate it. However it unfolds, whenever it happens, as it is happening, I'm enjoying the process. This is something that I've always known I would do. At one point, I thought it would be preaching the gospel of Jesus. At one point, I was sure that's what I was called to do. But right before being ordained twice, right before I was to take the next step in the process, again, on more than one occasion, I could not move forward because I knew that this wasn't my truth to share. That although I did on some levels, I used to preach at the prison ministry. I had opportunity to share from the pulpit at church during my homiletics class. But yeah, there were so many questions over the years that I could not continue to ignore. I had in my mind for years. Some things just didn't add up. I continued to witness not only others but myself go through the same cycle again and again. And I knew there was a knowing inside that there was so much more, that there was something that I wasn't being told, that there was something inside of me that I didn't have a full understanding of. I had always known. You know as well. You may describe this feeling a different way. You may have different adjectives than I. But if you're here, then you're here because you're curious, because you feel like there's more, because you have some questions that haven't been answered. You're here possibly because you feel there's something there inside of you that is amazing, that is beautiful, that is powerful, that will change your life. You know that it's there. You may have been told in the past that this is not you. This is you receiving something from some outside source. This is something that you need to work to achieve or to be worthy of or to earn. Maybe that's what you were taught. But I venture to say to you today, I have a different thought process. I have a different belief when it comes down to that. I believe that you are born with that we're all born with that we each have it. But again, as we grow up, some of us throughout life, we're taught that this greatness, that this power is something that we receive from outside of ourselves. So yeah, if you're here and there's a knowing inside of you that there's more that you haven't been told, then you're absolutely right. Because the powers that be, the masses, the people in control, can't be in control, will lose power and control if you, if I, if each of us are made aware of that power that is inside of us. If we were to begin to know that, if we were to begin to grasp that truth, oh, what a change this world will see. We will no longer be consumers. We will not. We won't have to have the latest cell phones. We won't have to have the latest fashion. We will no longer have a longing to be fulfilled or comforted. Those things will no longer add the value to us as they did in the past. Because as you awaken to the truth of who you really are, then you will know that you are more than enough. You will know that you have more than enough. Now, I'm not saying you won't still have a desire occasionally to purchase things, to have a little retail therapy. I'm not saying that. We all have eyes. We all see imagery, and our imagination is a part of us. So we like shiny things. That's natural. We like stuff. Stuff is here in this third dimensional realm of existence. We're here with all this stuff. So it's natural to want to have things and to see things that are appealing. That's natural. But what I'm saying is there will be a shift in that area. We won't be driven by consumption. That will definitely be affected. There'll definitely be a shift in the area. It would affect every area of our lives. Yeah. That's another episode. I'm going to respond to some questions and some emails and stuff, and we're going to lay out a format to have some specific topics that we'll engage with on I'll do a series, basically is what I'm saying. We'll get into more depth. These first few weeks that I've been on has just really been time for you to get familiar with me, for you to kind of get an idea of where I am and where I stand. So yeah, the biggest thing for me that I like to leave you with as often as possible is why I believe religion, although I can definitely attest to the fact that religion has changed my life, that religion is not all bad, that there's purpose for it, that it has changed many lives. Absolutely. There's purpose in it. There are many roads that lead to the truth, and religion is one of those roads. So I'm grateful. However, there's definitely a crossroads that some of us will come to as we journey through religion. Some of us will come to a place of no longer being able to ignore some things. just because of the way we're made up. Everyone's different. Some people are more analytical than others. Some people are more practical than others. We're all different, each fearfully and wonderfully made, just like the Bible says. So this path, again, may not be for everyone, but for those who are coming along this way, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're stopping by. So if I had to list a few things that I would say, I feel like religion hinders for people in general, is definitely the fact that, well, first I start by saying, because religion is man-made, if you do the research, if you read and look back and study, you will see that humanity has been on planet Earth, not for thousands, but for millions of years. Yes, millions of years. There have been remains found on the continent of Africa. I think the lady's name was, I think they named her Lucy. Go figure why would they name her Lucy? I'm not sure. But these remains were found on the continent of Africa. And millions of years old. So religion in itself was created by man, written by man thousands of years ago. So for me, that in itself is enough for me to say, wait a minute. What were we doing before Christianity? What were we doing before Buddhism, before Muslim, the Nation of Islam formed? What was going on? Let's look into that. Let's find out. What we practiced, what we believed back then. Number two, the fact that religion is so mind. If we don't believe a certain thing, we'll be punished. That we'll be sent to hell to burn and be tortured for eternity. Think about that. Think about that. How does that sound? Excuse me. How does that sound? What is up with that? If you don't believe what I'm telling you is the truth, and you don't accept this as truth, and you need to confess it, and you need to believe it, and if you don't, let me tell you what's going to happen to you. You about to be punished. I mean, what is that? Come on. You know. It puts limits on us, on us as individuals, and our birthright, power that we were given when we were born. We were born whole and complete, not sinners. We were born in the image, created in the image and likeness of God. So to me, that's pretty darn good. In my mind, and from where I sit, if I was created in the image and the likeness of God, then I, at the time of my creation, have everything that I need. It's just up to me to discover it. It's just up to me to find it and to know it. So for someone to come to me and tell me that there's something that I need outside of myself that I don't already have, that I didn't already come here with, to me is a contradiction to the fact that I was created in the image of God. So either one is right and one is wrong. They both can't stand as truth. So we relinquish, again, that's pretty much the same point. We relinquish our power to to be that, all that we were created to be. It's not about gaining anything or being worthy enough to receive anything. It's already there. We just need to find it. We just need to discover it, uncover it, and know it and walk in it. It's already there. The big one. Yeah, man, we're not taught to be responsible for our own actions. It's another issue I have with religion. Oh, the devil made me do it. Oh, that old Satan. You know, we don't take responsibility. We don't take responsibility for our actions. Not only do we not take responsibility for our actions, we don't give ourselves the credit. You know, it's just like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This is true. Through Christ consciousness, through having an evolved state of consciousness, through living through my higher self, not my lower self. When I learn who I am, when I'm awakened to the truth of who I truly am, my consciousness begins to rise and elevate. I begin to live my life from my higher Christ consciousness, that Christ consciousness that is already there. Not some outside force or entity that comes inside of me and lives through me. It's already there. Some people may call it Christ consciousness. Some people may call it Christ. Some people call it, don't get caught up in labels. Everything is energy. It's energy, and it's just given. People in this culture give it a certain name or title or description. People from that culture give it their title. It's a big world, you guys. We live in a great big world. This planet has billions of people living on it. Don't be afraid of those people who think differently than you. Don't be afraid of people who believe differently from you. We're all the same. We're all the same. We all want to wake up every morning. Thank you for another day. We all want to breathe fresh, clean air. We all want clean water to drink and to care for ourselves. We all want healthy food, good food, to nourish our bodies. We all have families that we love, regardless of the color of our skin, regardless of our religion, race, creed, culture. We are all the same. We all want to be happy. We all want to live a joyful and beautiful life. So don't let a label or a title or a description of energy that someone else may use to describe God, that someone else may use to describe life. Don't let that separate us. We're all the same. We all have the same desires. Don't be afraid of each other. Don't be afraid of your brother or your sister who's different from you. Yeah. How did I get there from that? Okay, so yeah. Religion doesn't promote self-development, self-mastery. We can't just keep, oh God, keep that away from me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to look at that. I'm tempted. Oh no. No. Look at it. If you're tempted, figure out why you're tempted. If there's something going on in your body, you're having a reaction that you don't believe is right, but it happens every time, Is it natural or is it unnatural? Look at it. Look inside of yourself. Those things that you're taught are wrong, that you just want to push down and ignore, and you want to pray them away, to go away, go away, go away. Maybe we should take a look at those things and examine them and evaluate them and learn some more about ourselves. We don't know who we are. We don't know why we feel the way we feel. We don't know why we have weaknesses for certain things, because we just want to ignore. We just want it to go away. And we're on this wheel, this repetitive wheel of struggle, this repetitive wheel of sin, this repetitive wheel of shifting blame, this repetitive wheel of emotional outburst, this repetitive wheel of being offended and hurt. Why do we take things so personally? Why do we get upset when people disagree with us? Once we learn how to stand in our own truth and accept ourselves for who we are, that is the true beginning of change. Once you relinquish your control over others and live from a place of allowing, once we learn the beauty of detachment and letting go and going with the flow, yeah, there's so much beauty and liberty and peace and freedom that comes with knowing who you are, with allowing, with acceptance of the truth, even when it's ugly. Through those stages, through those steps and those processes, we begin to see the beauty of ourselves and the beauty of life and the beautiful flow of life's experiences. Because that's what we're here to do, to experience life in all of its glory, even sometimes through pain and disappointment. There is also beauty there. It's all a matter of perspective. And it starts with thought, with your thoughts. We've been told what to believe for so long. It's time. It's time for us to step into our power, to know who we are, to take back our control, to take back our power. And I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. I'm so excited to be here sharing. For those of you who are flowing with me, for those of you who are vibrating on the same frequency as me, thank you. Even for those of you who are not, thank you as well. I bless you. I hope that I have caused you no harm. My goal is not to disturb you. Please, if there's anything that I said that is disturbing to you, don't come back. This place isn't for you. It's just as simple as that. This is not where you should be. You should always feel good. As often as possible, we should feel good. We should feel peaceful. Yeah. You have the choice. You can make that choice. You have the power to create your reality. And it all starts with thoughts. With your thoughts, with what you believe. Choose good thoughts. Choose to give your attention to those things that edify you, that create a beautiful atmosphere, not just in your home and in your surroundings, but within you, in your mind, your emotions. Look at it all. Look at it, take inventory, make adjustments, set boundaries, and take control. You have the power to do that. So, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I hope you are too. If you're not, just know that you can choose to change how you feel. Just like that. You have the power to choose your thoughts and how you feel. Yes, you do. I don't care what's going on. You have the power to change that. And it's as simple as changing your thoughts. It's just that simple. Get you a notebook, get you a pen, write down how you want to feel. Write down. Even if it's not your reality right now, write it down and choose to think and feel differently. I am happy. I am content. I am at peace. I am healthy. Write down you some affirmations. However it is that whatever you're not feeling, whatever is not manifesting around you, whatever thoughts are absent from you that you want to take on, that you want to make a part of your reality, write those things down and repeat them as often as you can. Get you a little notebook. I have one of mine up here, I think. These are at the Dollar Tree. This is Menzies. This is Menzies notebook. Get you a little notebook. Write down how you want to feel. Write down the reality that you want to live in, that you want to be. Yeah. Whatever you want to be, write it down. Repeat it. Feel it. Close your eyes and allow yourself to feel those emotions that you wish to take on as a part of your reality. Yeah. Whenever you watch a movie, right? When you watch a movie, if there's excitement going on in the movie, what happens to you? You're excited. Okay? If there's something scary going on in the movie, you scared, right? These things that we see with our eyes, when we hear music, we hear a particular song comes on the radio, immediately your mood is changed. Immediately you feeling good. Okay? It doesn't take a movie. It doesn't take music. Those are good tools that you can also use. If there's a movie that makes you happy, that makes you feel good, turn it on and watch it. If there's a song that always gets you in a good mood, listen to it. Use those tools. But you can create those things yourself by choosing what to think and how to feel. By writing it down, by reading it, saying it, and taking on those emotions as truth. Your power is, oh gosh, we're so powerful. We really are. And it's time we really knew the truth about who we are. Okay, I'm signing out. Here we go. I love you. You are amazing. You deserve peace. You deserve love. Even if it's you loving yourself, that is enough. Some of the most beautiful, most loving experiences I've had has been me loving myself. Yeah, that's where it starts. If you want more love in your life, love yourself. If you want it to be treated well, treat yourself well. It all starts and ends with you. Do that for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve peace. You deserve love. You deserve the truth. You deserve to walk in the power of your birthright, regardless of any outside entity. It's already there within you, inside of you. You deserve to know that truth. Okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. Get that notebook and let's create some beautiful memories and moments. Peace and progress.